Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On Loose Lines, back for the first time for 2025. Now, we've had a few little gremlins in the issue. I'm 12 minutes late. Hopefully that's the last of those. I'm going to have to leave this for 1 minute. I just have left something behind. That make it very important to do this show. The phone. But anyway, we've got them up and going now as well, so hopefully everything's up and going. Yeah, we're getting the message out there. Welcome if you are watching. Hopefully we've got some people watching. I am going to have two guests on tonight. Didn't have those in the run through. We'll have Tom Nisbet, so he'll be one of the people coming through, and also yep, we've got good audio, so that part's good. We've got about 10-12 people watching, so please, if you are watching and want to get involved with any of the subjects, go ahead. Cobram Cup Day today. Son of Sweet Lou got the chockies. Sir Lou, who's a lovely horse, got to see him at Wagga the other day as well. So Melinda Thackeray, we'll go with Aldebaran Park because that's how this page works. Oh, seriously? What is now going on? Oh. What is going on here? I've got a massive gremlin in my system here. It's not that one. Something's not working all of a sudden, and it's a wee bit frustrating. Oh, I know what's going on. Just give me 1 second. Bear with me and I'll get that part fixed up as well. Oh, I hate technology with a passion. So now hopefully it does. So we're good to go. The Aldebaran Park banner is up. Hello to you, Mel. Looked lovely the other night, Danny Thackeray. Both well and truly dressed better than your employer, that's for sure. Duncan McPherson in thongs at the races. But no, what a great meeting it was. The Aldebaran Park Murray Mile night, Bendigo Cup night as well. So hopefully everyone's had a great Christmas as well and got through the night. Don't forget Aldebaran Park, as I said there underneath. I see Aldebaran Eagle had another winner today, actually at gotta try and remember where that place was actually. No, it wasn't Timaru. It was Kapiti Coast. It was grass track racing down in New Zealand, up in New Zealand. This was on the North Island. There he is. There, Eagle Hanover was the horse, but yeah, it looked a very nice meeting. I think it's down a fair way down the bottom of the North Island. I'm sure someone can will be able to fill me in and tell me exactly where it is. But yeah, it looks a lovely place to be. We'll go with that one. Man, I'm unorganised for a person that thought he had everything sorted today. Yeah, just one of those ones. But that's him. 3 wide basically. He's actually 4 or 5 wide there, but the big horse, I think he brings up win number 4 on this occasion. So of course, Aldebaran Eagle Frozen Seaman available in New Zealand, so you can get involved with him there. One out the back pacing, unfortunately, for connections, but we'll let the video play past. I love some of these tracks in New Zealand, but this one's a little bit different. The North Island, but I think down to the bottom of it, and it's a dual code meeting from memory. They're not going to show it. You're able to see the meeting with a better, I suppose, a better program going through there as well. So happy New Year to you, Timmy White. See, this is how it does work. Timmy White, I'm 100% sure how many he and Julie are preparing this year for the NZB sale, of course, at Karaka, but also down Canterbury on the 18th of February. Stuart Tanner, hello to you in London. I'll get onto that in a sec. But Timmy is selling about 10 horses. We did a little thing the other day. We'll be doing a few more with the Southern Red guys. But tomorrow night, Cam Bray will be joining me live on the show, hopefully better than this one, from 6 o'clock. And we'll be having a few special guests. I think Timmy White's going to come on the phone. We're going to try and get someone from the North Island, Canterbury, and a couple other people as well to discuss everything's going on. Just a bit of a preview, I suppose, for the sale that's coming up on the 15th and 18th of February. 15th at Karaka, and then going to the 18th for Canterbury. It's there at the RDA. It's basically the Canterbury Showgrounds, if anyone's wondering, but it's a Royal Disabled RDO. Royal, I don't know, Timmy will tell me. Someone will be able to tell me anyway, and go from there. But yeah, so big time. Harasta Trotters, of course. Now, we've got plenty happening here tonight on tonight's show. They're selling 9 yearlings in the NZB Standardbred sales, and then 19 yearlings here in Australia as well, with one in Queensland. I think there's 5. It'll come underneath me in a minute. The figure is right, and then the rest are here in Melbourne. So make sure you get in touch with the team at harassthetrotters.com. Their website is. But all these tickers underneath will have all of those. Rightio, so there has been plenty happening. Of course, we've had the Bendigo Cup run on one. We had the Cobram Cup moved. Pretty smart decision, I would say. It's a beautiful day here in Victoria, and ran today, won by Sir Lou, and we'll get that video up in a minute. The Murray Mile NZB show tomorrow night. Going to get some Nutri news. Mark Barton's going to answer the phone for me very shortly. I've been trying to touch base with him the whole way through. If you were at the Bendigo Cup, your thoughts and the thoughts on the crowd. The crowd was okay. Punting is an issue. No, not being able to punt is a huge issue for all these meetings. I'm sure Tim Scull is one of these guys that are thinking about that. What's the point of people coming to a race meeting if you can't punt? You're going to pay $10 to get in, which I'm dead against. Bendigo and any other club thinking about doing it doesn't even give you a race book, the $10. I'm not sure what you get for your $10, but the experience. Yeah, I don't agree with that. And now that you can't punt, I don't know why you drive past all seasons in Bendigo. Something that the clubs need to address. The TABs aren't coming back. I'm not sure if we get another provider, whether that changes or not, but we won't be getting the TABs back on racetracks anytime soon, so we need to do something to change that and get people thinking around it, and I think clubs have to as well. But it was a good night of racing, great night of racing, some fast races, some nice wins. The Bendigo Cup taken out by Scotty Ewan's little bulletproof boy, almost couldn't remember it, and RC Phoenix winning the Aldebaran Park Murray Mile. Mark Barton's going to be coming on again shortly. I'll make sure I look after my friends at Woodlands. We're selling 35 yearlings there at the Karaka meeting February 15th for NZB sales, but of course they're supporting the nutrient sales, sponsoring the parades, as well as a few other things. So yep, if you want to get involved, hopefully you just had a good Christmas and a happy new year, maybe looking forward to something. Yearling sales aren't far away. Any of the yearling sales vendors wanting to get involved in the show, please do, and can go from there. Now, I've got a couple of guests I'm going to get onto tonight's show, but one of them is Tommy Nisbet. We're going to get Tommy on straight away. I hope I've got his number close by, which I have. Unbelievable show. Can't believe everything that's going on with this show tonight. But
hello, Paul.
Tom, how are you?
Good, mate.
This is not working. I've got an issue, Tommy. I've had a few issues tonight. Talk about having some gremlins in the system, my friend. It has been unbelievable, and now I don't know why this isn't working. I had a friend on the phone before, and we had no issues at all with this, and now nothing wants to work. Just give me a minute, Tom. I might have to, I don't know what I have to do here. Maybe I've just got to unplug something and plug it back in. Unbelievable. Now, are you there now, Tom? No, you're not.
Hello?
Yes, now you're coming. Talk to me now, Tom. Much
Hello,
better. Much better. Good to have you on. Thank you very much for joining me, Tommy. And I apologise for being so slack and so out of sorts. Everything that could go wrong tonight has gone wrong. It's just been one of those nights. I had it all working, had an inappropriate phone call from one person being smart with 3 minutes to go, and the whole thing just stopped. And that person will get a phone call later on, and they'll be watching, so they know exactly what sort of trouble they're in. Mate, firstly, thank you for joining me, and we've got you here tonight to discuss the upcoming Wedderburn Pacing Cup meeting, and also in conjunction with the Central Victorian Pacing Championships going on there as well. But firstly, Bendigo the other night, mate, you were there. It was a good night of racing, and had a good feel to it, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it was good. That was a good night.
Had plenty of people. Cup time gets around pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, she soon comes around, that's for sure.
It does indeed. It keeps everyone on the hop. I haven't got a photo for you, Tom. I apologise for that. I know you're not going to worry. Brad Hargraves is watching. He'll be upset when I turn around and say I haven't got a photo for you. I do apologise for that one, but we will get that sorted out, and I'll get your name fixed up. I know you're not Taylor French. Been all over the shop. Mate, January 26, you said to me last night, an interesting little stat that everyone enjoys having the public holiday the next day off, but I thought January 26 was public holiday day off, but you're telling me that it'll be the Monday after, so it's a good time for the club to have a cup meeting.
Yeah, no, it's the 27th is a public holiday, so no, it's first time we've had a chance to have a bit of a crack on a public holiday following us. There's a chance for the ones who get away from Bendigo, from Melbourne and all those other places like to get back to Wedderburn. They usually go back on a Sunday, so they can hang around this time and have a few drinks and listen to the bit of the live music and watch the races and, yeah, go back Monday.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, have some fun. There's plenty going on. We'll touch on the cups and that in a minute. But here we've got the free bus from Bendigo. I'll get you to just explain that in a minute. But Fashions on the Field, members cash draw, $10 to be a member.
Yeah, $10 to be a member, and they could go home with both the cups are worth $2,000. So $1,140 if you win it, and $40 if your horse runs last.
Umbrella packages, Kelly Sports, free entry, and live music from Ollie and Gordo, which is an interesting name for a band, that's for sure.
You know, they play a lot of places in Bendigo. They're at the Lakeview yesterday. They do a lot of work at the Lakeview. So they're at the Lakeview yesterday performing, Ollie and Gordo. So anybody who follows them, they want to jump on the bus, free bus, come up to the trots and see Ollie and Gordo and have a free bus ride and watch the trots.
Umbrella packages, Tom?
Umbrella packages, well, we've only got one left. We've only got area for 12, and we're down to the lucky last. $160 gives you a table of 8.
Yep. And they get service there too, don't they? For, well, at least early on in the day.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it does get a little bit messy towards the end of the day.
It does, yes.
But that's okay. Those things happen. I was looking for a piece of paper. I'm not sure. Don't know if my feed's bloody dropped out or what's going on here. I think everything's still working, so I'm just going to keep punching on, Tom. Don't worry about that. So free bus from Bendigo. You got a book to be on the bus, though?
Yeah, you've got a book. If they go to the Facebook page, there's a QR code there. It's just so that we know what numbers we've got on the bus. So we don't want to get 75 people trying to get on. We've only got a 50-seater bus, so if they can book, scan the QR code and book.
Yep.
And then we know what we've got.
And that'll be on your Facebook, but it's basically on this post here, and there's two there. One's for the other one's for bus, and the other's the umbrella package. But as you said there, it's just about finished. That has as well. Now, members cash draw. We sort of half skimmed over it. There's a couple other things we've got to touch on, but the members cash draw. It's ridiculous how these work. Basically, it's $10 to be a member. You only have one cup meeting a year, so you're basically donating to the club, I suppose, is the best way of putting it as a member. But with that, you get some huge rights, don't you?
Oh, yeah, no, that's it. Well, you go in the draw to draw a horse. If you're lucky enough to draw a horse in either of the cups, it doesn't matter if you go in the first one and you just still got a chance to come out in the second one. So everybody's drawn against the horse. Yeah, we do it the same as the stake money on the races. It's 57% to the winner, so that's $1,140 if your horse wins, $300 if it runs second, and like down to last, it's $40 if your horse runs last.
Yep.
So, and there's also members, there's betting vouchers we give away during the day. So, be a member, you get a chance to get a free $20 betting voucher as well.
Yep. So there's heaps for people to be, be members, and there's a good reason for it, and it's a bit of fun. And I've seen some pretty happy people on the day. Fashions on the field. Michelle Hargraves, I'm sure. I hope she's still doing it anyway. She'll be on top of that, and she'll be dressed in her finest.
Yep, she's got that under control.
Yes, and she'll be outdressed you and I. So that covers up most of your extra ones. Firstly, this will be the club's unveiling, I suppose, of the new club rooms and that. That's been 12 months in the waiting, mate.
Oh, no, more 2 years. The last time we raced the Cup at Wedderburn was January 22. So it's really coming up nearly 3 years. So
so you lost last year's meeting because of the weather.
Yeah, we had to go to Maryborough. We were going to Maryborough anyway because the land pavilion was finished, but the landscaping wasn't done.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So we went to Maryborough to make sure everything was right, but this is our chance. The pavilion's up and running. The lawn area is looking magnificent. The track's been prepared because there at one stage we didn't know whether we'd ever get the track back, but it's good to see Martha Halett, our local MP. She got right behind us, and the Loddon Shire helped us out. And the boys who were spinning the Trotters Cup, the Reeves Earth Moving, they were the boys who repaired the track, so they've done a magnificent job. And Pete Sanderson's been working a few horses on the track, and he says it's come up very well. Good.
Yeah, good, because I remember you sent me the photos through of the track and how eroded away it was, and it was
it was a foot to 18 inches deep in some spots. So
yeah, Yeah, we've had a few showers this last couple of days, but nothing like what we had then. But
Yeah.
it is the time for it. But as long as we can get through January 26, you'll be happy, won't you?
My word, we will, yep.
We've got a few people watching. Big Paddy Burke's watching. He owns a horse. He's got a little trotter. He might be aiming at the Trotters Cup, mate. You never know. Going from there, 15,000 each of your cups. Well done.
Yep.
Equality, both on the same field with $15,000 for each of those. That's must be good for the club to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, we looked at it and said, well, we've got to give a bit back to the people. We've lost a bit of money, stake money wise, on other races, but we said that we've got a bit in the bank, so we bumped them up to 15, keeping in line with Sonana. They set the pace, so we'll go along with them.
Yep. Yeah, and you've got to be careful. Michelle Nisbet's actually watching, so hopefully she's got the phone up the right way, but she's actually watching the show. I will get into trouble for that one. But hurry up. Hurry up and cook tea. You got to cook tea, mate.
I probably have to do most nights, yeah.
But it is a big commitment from clubs to put these up. But I think well done to you. A few of the clubs have opted out or took the easier option out, I suppose, and not up the stake money themselves, left it at the base level. So it is giving back to the community that little bit.
Yeah, no, that's what we thought. We'd if you want to come along, there's going to be the stake monies there if you appear, yeah.
Yep. The Loddon Shire, how long have they been sponsoring the Cup for?
Oh, yeah, probably easy 12 years, yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of the things we have to do. We get back to the communities. We need community involvement. And when you get the Shire on board, that's ticks one box straight away, Tommy.
Yeah, my word, that's correct, yeah. And they had a big part in the new pavilion, so
yep,
that'll be good, yeah, that they're sponsoring the Cup as well, so.
Yep. No, that is a good thing. It's a double-headed meeting, though, in a way. Of course, you've got the Central Victorian Pacing Championships for the Trotters and the Pacers. Now, unfortunately, the Trotters didn't get up to the quality, if you like, but $10,000 for the Pacing final and $6,000 for the Trotters. But there's also a free service fee to Pastor Stephen. And, of course, all of this is sponsored by Lower Long Farms.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we got on. Kath's been very good to us. I emailed them and... because we were looking to try and boost it up towards the 10,000 and make it a bit of a quality there, but we've just sort of come up short. But it's still $3,500 past the Stevens service fee. So with the $6,000 and it'll nearly get to what we need it to be, around the $10,000 mark. But it's
Yep. Yeah, but it's a great commitment from the club, and it's going to be a big day. And of course, you only get one meeting a year, so. Yourself and Bort over the journey have been able to, one of the Cup meeting, the other's a Central Vic, but it's going to make it a bumper meeting, this meeting.
Yeah, no, it's like we've been programmed for 9 races, so I was just going through the rugs today. We got 8 rugs we've got to find, and the other one's the Wheel of Pace that's been going on for, I can't remember how long the Wheel of Pace has been going on, but that's a trophy donated by the Simons family from our Wheeler, so yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yep, yeah. That's Alf Simons.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's all going back to old Fred and all them. It's great. They've been sponsoring for probably 20 years as well. So.
Yep, good meeting there though. But you can see there $15,000 for the Pacing Cup. Of course, the Central Victorian Pacing Championships. Where are the heats? Are there heats of that been run?
No heats. Straight final. Yeah.
The old glory days. I did win 2 heats one year and got beat in the final. Got beat by a horse called Imprimatur. He went okay.
He could go a bit.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, poor little Azatak couldn't keep up with him. But there was some cracking horses back in the day, that's for sure. And then a couple of maiden races, and then of course the trot. And there's 2 other trots there on the day as well, up to 49. And then the standing start for the Central Vics, which will be 52 to 55 off the front, and work your way backwards from there. I don't need to bore people with those, they can look it up. But that is the January 26th. Tom, if people want to know more about this meeting, or get in touch with you guys at the club, how do we do?
Yeah, they can go to the Wedderburn Facebook page, or they can give us a ring on 0427 346 312, and we'll let them know what's going on. The bus from Bendigo will be leaving Red Energy Arena there.
Yep.
And I'll stop at Morong, Bridgewater and Inglewood on the way through. So.
Yep, very, very good. Paddy Burke, he's chimed in. Used to love going to Wedderburn Cup. Remember when Dad's horse won it years ago. Now, he's written Brett Rabbit. It was Brer Rabbit, wasn't it? I reckon spell checks got him.
Yeah.
It was spelled. Would that be right?
Yeah, Brer Rabbit.
Yeah. I think it was trained by Donnie Ritchie from memory.
Yep.
Great man.
That
So
sounds familiar.
yeah, I'm sure because I've heard a few stories about that. But yeah, I think the old spell check. It's a shocking thing that typing spell check thing that happens. So yeah, it's good to see Paddy back at the races too, and it'd be good to see him at Wedderburn. We might have to try and get him there and have a bit of fun with him, Tommy.
Yeah, he's got the dinghy. He's got the dinghy.
Yep.
He's got the dinghy pub now. Yeah.
Yeah, he has. I think it's going okay too. So he's been sneaking into a few trot meetings. I saw. Yeah, he re-corrected it there. It's it was spelt differently. I wouldn't have spelled it that way. B-R-E-R. Right. I'm not going to question him. He'd know how it was spelt. So yeah, Brer
I
Rabbit.
reckon that's how it was. Yeah.
I reckon he was a horse. I reckon one of the American drivers won him. Paddy sent it through a message, but I think there was like an invitational drivers race or something, and an American guy won on it. There's a picture somewhere of him. Might be at Bendigo. It's funny the things you remember, random things you remember, but I might be wrong. Not 100% sure on that. So Tom, if anyone wants to get in touch with you guys, what's the best way to do it?
Yeah, either on the Facebook page, go through there, or you can get on the 0427 346 312. That'll get hold of me, so then we'll be able to fill them in on what they want to know.
Yep, very, very good. They can get in touch with me and I can forward them on to you as well. There's no problems there. I was going to say one other thing to you just then, Tom, before you went, and it just left me, which is not unusual for me. My mind works in very strange ways, that's for sure. So, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Tommy, thank you for joining me. Good luck to the club. I might even sneak up. We might even try and get a bit of a sneak preview of the pavilion and that to show it off to maybe get some people wanting to come up for the day.
No worries, Paul. Thanks for that.
I'm looking forward to being there too, emceeing the Italian Cup, Mrs. Faber Moonee Valley. Ms. Faber. Oh, it's a lady driver. Oh, that might actually ring a bell. Yeah, I have to. Can't remember. There's a bloody picture somewhere, Tom. I hate getting old. I've seen this picture and there's a. I know what I'll do. I'll Google it. Don't worry about that. I'll Google it. I might be able to find it myself in a minute. But yeah, mate, thank you and good luck. And as I said, thanks for getting me back at emceeing it. I do really appreciate that. I haven't been able to do a few. Tassie, I think, one year and one of the other yearling sales. But this year we should be all good to go. Yeah, it was a lady driver. Yeah, it was too. I do remember that now, the picture. So I knew there was a significance about the picture. So. Mate, thank you, and good luck. And I do apologise for being late, and I apologise for everything else that's happened. But I hate technology. Sometimes it does my head in, mate. So
no worries, Paul. I'll head to the kitchen now.
Yeah, you do the cooking, mate, because I've seen her operate an iPhone. So I think you're better off cooking anyway. You'll make sure you fill yourself up properly, so it'll be all good.
Yeah. Right, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Tommy. See you, mate.
See ya.
Tom Nisbet there, and yeah, some of the more random things I do remember going along. I'm going to type in Brer Rabbit and see if I can get that video to come up for me. Rightio. Actually, we've got to get rid of. I don't know if I can do it. I should be able to. No, that won't work either. Just got to go back to here. Now there. No. Oh, I'm doing a lot of mistakes. Very sorry. Very sorry, that shouldn't have happened. I don't know if you had me audio or not, you might have, but geez, I'm doing some mistakes tonight. Out of practice. I need a few more of these, I need a couple more runs, but yeah, get in touch. How your year's been, what you're looking forward to, and things along those lines. Just trying to find Mark Barton's phone number, face, sorry, is all I'm trying to find, so I can put his face up in a minute, and we can go from there, and anything else that you've seen along the journey. I'll ring Bardo now because the new website has been launched and we want to make sure people are across it, and we might be able to find out some other news as well. And it's not working again. This is in... Oh, maybe it is.
Hello.
Hi, mate. You are there.
Hey, mate. How are you?
Oh, I'm out of sorts. I'm having a typical Campbell's comments night tonight, mate. But that'll be okay. We'll get there. Lucky I'm doing this today and not a day before the sales. I reckon you'd be very nervous right at the minute if that was the case. But firstly, Merry Christmas to you and the family, mate, and hopefully you guys had a good one.
Yeah, very good, mate. No, nice and quiet. So it was although 60 here on Christmas night was enough to keep us on our toes.
I did share a photo actually on Twitter. I think it came across. I think Cam Hart's father, Mark, actually shared it, and yeah, I was able to share it off that. And yeah, it's a fair tribe you guys have now.
Yeah, no. Once you put them all in the one area, there's a fair few, and it's also, I suppose, you're starting to get 3 generations now too, aren't you? So it makes it a big group. But no, it was good. I think we're still under lights playing backyard cricket at about 12:30 in the morning. So it was a long night. a lot of keen kids and a lot of silly adults, I think.
I was going to say, how did you wake up the next morning? That would have been your...
No, we had more good food than probably more good beer, I think, but they had a good night.
Good. That's what it's all about this time of year. And I mean, we're about to get very, very busy leading into, I suppose, the sales season and as it goes from here. But yep, we're all good to go. I owe you an apology, Bardo, in a minute too, because I haven't got an extra computer. Well, you didn't answer my phone until just after 6 o'clock when I should have been live anyway, so I'm okay with that with you. But the new website is up and going, Bardo, and we want to make sure that people are aware of it and know that the site is going. And I'm just hoping when I change screens, mate, that this... rightio, I've got it on my phone now, Bardo. So
possibly go wrong, Paul.
It will. Don't worry about that. But this is actually the iPhone version anyway. I've got my phone on the side because, unfortunately, I have another computer here, but it's logged into a different part of Nutrien, so it won't let me actually show it up in any way. But you must be happy with how it's all come up, the website.
Yeah, look, it is good, and look, actually, we've got. The girls have actually got the lady who actually designed it for us. The girls are going through a step through with it in the morning, actually at 10 o'clock. I'll make sure we've got some stories to try and the down on Park rides. So, that obviously you know a lot of the same horses that have been current of late. So they're just going to go through and just make. They've had a step through on how to navigate through it, but the idea was. And as you and I both know, mate, I think Brett Coffey has been driving for a change in our website for about 4 years. And I ran it past Brett, and he was simple, and he said people will be able to use it. So hopefully that's the outcome we end up with, mate.
Yeah, that's exactly. And this isn't a bad thing, Bardo. I just come back off it, but I mean, most of us live on our phones nowadays. So this is obviously my phone's on its side. I don't know what it'll look like straight up and down. Well, there it is there. That's the straight up and down version. Makes no difference. And you've got...
And I was going to say, it's interesting, Paul, that you've got like I'm an iPad phone more so.
Yep.
And I haven't actually really had a good play with the iPhone version. So what you're showing people there now is actually good for me too. So.
Well, it still works the same way, either this way or on its Horizon. I just find it this way is probably a little bit easier for people to be able to see and go from there. I don't need to translate anything. You got your little hamburger in the top right-hand corner on both ways, and it is so simple. Sales results, upcoming sales, sales results, race series, news, real estate, and contacts. Now, we've gone through all of that. Effectively, right at the minute is upcoming sales. And then it brings down, okay, so we've got to hit the 2025 yearling sales, and then there's all of our sales. The first sale that we're going to have is actually the Sunshine Stars, which is a Ladbroke Sunshine Stars sale. Click on that, and I'll have to view the catalogue. There it is there. So you click on the catalogue, and this should bring the catalogue up. It should bring the catalogue up. Oh, there it is there. Online catalogue. Sorry, I might have hit the wrong button. This is my first one. No, and there it is. And then you can go through and see all the horses. So it definitely works. And then you can go into any of these horses and be able to see what they've done and where they're coming, who they come from. Once the photos start coming in, you'll be able to view the photos and the videos as well.
Yeah, correct, mate. Look, the idea minimise the amount of clicks it takes. And if you look at what you're in there now, you'll see, for people that are maybe looking, you'll see that drop down next to the lot number, the green plus, which is your drop down option there. See beside the horses.
Yep. So now that's now on lot number 39 for Wayne and Jenny Loader is Indy Jewel, but it's a Huntsville, and it goes red when you drop it down as a drop down.
Yeah, so, and that'll just give you a little bit more information in that. Green detail. You click on the actual green detail on the mare. But the other thing we have changed in the feedback was our system used to always put up 2023 colt rather than the mare's name first.
Yep.
So you couldn't find it in the results page what the mare was out of. You might only get the last. I think it's only got a certain number of characters. So I said, well, look, we want to know what the mare is that it's out of first. And yeah, just trying to improve our sort functions. And you know, when people look in the catalogue, what other lots are by that sire in the catalogue? What other lots has that vendor got or that consigner got? You know, so.
Yep. Well, I'll go back to that too, because a lot of people aren't aware of how filters work. I did a show for another sales company the other day, and people that have sold horses there for a long time didn't know a couple of the filters that actually work. Now, I haven't driven it off my phone. Oh yeah, categories. No, maybe not. Oh no, up the top, sorry. Up a little bit higher here, you've got lots, vendors, preparers, sires, dams, and following. Following is one I don't think a lot of people actually understand how it works sometimes, Bardo. And
look, I must say that the best system which we haven't got it active at the moment, but what we did have when we first started our following, if you clicked on it as a follower, it actually sent a text to the vendor or whoever their preferred person, say the consigner or vendor, and they'd actually say that, you know, a new viewer of lot number 45. So it encouraged vendors or preparers to actually get, here's an update of the additional information, which you know, vendors can put as much stuff as they like on there. They can. There's access to, you know, more current, particularly in our performance horse, where you don't have the same one-stop. So if you've got various camp drafts or, you know, or a yearling sale or something that's happened, you can put more info or even just more videos of those horses being worked up for sale. So the concept, which I found that interactive, which we'll try and get that active again, but that was something that I found was really useful for you know, for the breeders and preparers to know who's looking at horses, and when someone's clicked on it, well, let's get information back, because it then sends that back to the potential buyer saying that, you know, lot 45 that you're following has got updated information in our catalogue, so it brings them back.
And you've got to sign in, and that's one of the reasons you've got to sign in, because I actually went to do it, and I'm not going to do it. One, I'm not going to do it in front of people anyway, but basically most people will have their own sign in. It's just your email and your own password, and you sign in, and you're able to then to do those, and that's just a simple I suppose precautionary thing in a way as well, but it's very it's very simple to do. I've actually got this horse. Sorry.
I was going to say, what you'll find too is there's two parts. If you just want the sale information, you're in our website. When you actually click on the catalogue, you're actually gone through to our Nutrien Live, our actual sales, you know, platform, our sales portal.
Yep. So there's
and that's where the login or sign on part becomes important, so you can actually get that more sensitive info. But once you've also signed into that system, it means that we can actually push information. There's, I guess, some of the online legalities too. By signing up, you're agreeing to our terms that we can push information back to you as a potential buyer.
I've got this horse on here. It's for Trotters Australia as well. This is lot number 3 by Perfect Sting out of Amarula. There's actually been 2 updates, or there'll be a couple of updates here for this horse, but Izara for Kylie Sugars actually goes terrific. I think it won one more since this has gone to print. But Tetrick won over the holidays. I know you ended up with 2 winners. Darren Clayton's all over it. He's been putting them up. But this horse, Tetrick, actually won, I think it was the day before the end of the season. I think he finally won his 2-year-old. Brittany Graham actually trained him on that occasion. So, so he was able to win on there, but that's one of those ones I wanted to show you, show people. But to go back, sorry,
I was going to say, interesting when you talk about Darren and what the team at Albion Park have been doing. Just the amount of last year's, or this crop of 2-year-olds, the amount of yearlings out of that First Sunshine Stars catalogue that have actually got up and run, and actually in fact won races. So the percentage of sale horses to runners was it was well over 80%. It was really high. So
yep, yeah, and then of course they've also then got their driver series as well. So it's going to be a very, very big time going for everyone. That time of year anyway in Queensland. So we want to make sure too that people have booked their rooms and got their accommodations going from there. My great mate Paddy Burke is going off to have some tea, so good luck to Paddy. So don't think we'll get him at the sales, but I'll try. But he's a bit of an aloof man, the big Patrick, but that's okay. Vendors gets highlighted up into the vendors. Now the difference between vendors and preparers. Obviously, a vendor is someone that, or a group of people that actually own those horses, Bardo. That's
The
how it
entity
works.
that owns them. Yep, correct.
And then your preparers are quite simply the people that are preparing those, going through. So you can see all your preparers there, and you're able to get in touch with those guys. Sires then shows you all the sires that you've got there, going through, and yeah, there's a one Tomoko. So there's only been a handful of Tomokos this year, and then that's what I was going with the T-Trick. There's another one of those going through. Unfortunately, I go back too far. That's it. The dams, then all your dams are there. Now, there's only one of those dams, but it's just a condensed way that instead of going through all the lot numbers, if you want to find Charming Charlotte, you just click on that button and it'll bring her up. Hopefully, I think my internet's playing up a bit here. I don't know what's going on here tonight. That one might not work, Bardo. It may not work. May not work on the phone.
It should do.
Yeah, it might be the phone, so don't stress. It could be me.
Yep.
But that's
By clicking there, it should. If you went, it should open up onto that one. But I might check that myself too, just to make sure, mate.
Yeah.
Like I say, if there was a glitch in something on the iPhone, I'd be more confident to talk about the iPad than I would the phone.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm the actual computer screen at home, like the actual desktop, or on iPads usually.
Oh, hang on, Bardo. No. I may have done a mistake there. So if I go back this way, where's that saying there? Yeah, I did. It's actually how you have to view it, and so it's so simple. So we'll actually get it there. So I clicked on the dam there, but it actually brings her up underneath, and then you click on it, it'll open it up, and you go from there. So it goes down to the drop down underneath all the sorted ones, for those dams. And the reason I worked that one out, keep going back one button too far, which is my fault. When you go back to the sires, where was he? It was actually Classic Connection that actually brought it up for me, so I look after Paddy. So you click on it, looks like nothing's working, then you come down here and you've got lot 14 and lot 45 are both by Classic Connection, down that little bit lower. Huntsville, if you click on Huntsville, you'll bring up 5 of those, and you can then sort through those and segregate through those. Obviously the dam is just one of those ones that the dam is there, and you can do that, but effectively you'd go through the alphabetical order. It would just be probably, if you can't find one, it'd give you that option of being able to then go back and find it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And like I say, the thing with it is that there's been so many updates. It's staggering what happens here in that sort of November, the month of November and early December. The amount of updates, for Alan Parker is amazing. What the information he gets and puts up, and every Monday night we update that, and anything obviously that's not in the catalogue will be in red print in the on the online system. And obviously when we get to sale time, and also even at the stables, you'll see that QR link, which if you click on the QR link in the catalogue, you can go straight to the catalogue and find any updates as well.
Yep, no, absolutely. But we'll be doing plenty. We're going to be doing a regular segment, Nutrien News. It'll either be myself or yourself and Gemma or someone along those lines, just bringing some of the major updates. We'll get this one out of the way because, as you said, we haven't done a lot for 2 to 3 weeks. But pretty much starting from this week to next week, we'll be bringing in what major what major updates to the catalogue, so people are across it, and that's across all the sales.
Yeah, and look, one of the other ones that there has been a couple of the trotting owners have asked if we got dates confirmed yet with Harness Racing Victoria for when the actual dates of the trotting series will be. I know we're talking August or September, and what I'll try and do, Paul, is get that hopefully confirmed with the guys at HRV by tomorrow, so we can get that out there as well. Yep. Because I know it still seems a long way off, but obviously people are starting to plan preps and when they can get these 2 and 3 year old trotters ready for those finals. So we'll try and get that out there, and hopefully I'd say you and I'll probably be on the road in this next couple of weeks as well, seeing a few more of these horses before we end of the month. Obviously the Classic, our big performance horse sale, takes me off the grid for a couple of weeks, so we'd like to get round a few of these other stables we haven't seen.
That's when you got to answer your phone before 6 o'clock, not after 6 o'clock. And anyone wondering, it's actually not Mark Barton. It was the person that threw me out. So yeah, that other person, he thought it was a nice joke, this other person, but he rings me with 3 minutes to go and thought it was a joke, and then nothing would work. And nothing would work, so I'm holding him responsible. He knows exactly who he is too. But thank you, but we will be getting, as I said, plenty of news out there, plenty of stuff to cover off on. The sales
catalogues should be at nearly every track in Eastern Australia now, and Western Australia for that matter. We've got anyone that doesn't have a catalogue, just let us know. Send us once you're added to the database, you stay on it, unless you tell us not to send you one. But it's it's a exciting time coming up, and I know a lot of these horses are starting to get ready to go into. They'll start going into the boxes and getting into that final stage of preparation. So it's a busy time ahead. Hopefully the Christmas break people are recharged, and we look forward to trying to find someone their next star.
No, absolutely. And the sale dates, Bardo, as I said, they start off with the Sunshine Stars in Brisbane on the 23rd, which is a huge weekend. Tasmania on the 1st of March. Sydney the 9th of March, Miracle Mile weekend. Then have a couple of weeks off to Bathurst on the 30th with their big meeting, the night after their big meeting or day after their big meeting. And then finishing up with what's going to be a huge weekend of racing, parades, and then sales in Melbourne on April 13. So going to be a busy time. April 14, you and me will not be talking to each other. Oh, we might talk on the 14th. We won't talk on the 15th, but it's going to be a massive 4 to 5 weeks or months of sales, and hopefully getting a good return for not just the people selling them, but the people buying them, and try and get some positivity into the game.
Oh, and look, mate, as you know, we then finish up, we go on to our online sales, so there'll be an opportunity then for those that Winter Woolies, which has been well supported, and it's a place where people can it's a great marketplace where people can buy and sell a horse. So
no. Bardo, thank you, mate.
No, always a pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Appreciate the short notice too, so I really do.
I should have answered my phone a bit quicker, Paulie, when you rang me earlier today.
I think I might have. Bardo does this great thing. Anyone that's had a phone call from Bardo, I'll call you back in 5, and you just give up. But I think he did call me back in 5, but I was on another phone call by that stage.
But so. I didn't say 5 minutes or 5 hours, though, Paul.
No, definitely not. All right, mate. I'll be in touch, but thank you. But anyone wants anything else, please get in. That new website, of course, and I haven't got it up, is nutrientstandardbred.com.au. nutrientstandardbred.com.au, and you'll be able to access the new website and go from there. And if it keeps taking you back to your old one, just clear your history, or just clear it out of your history. Sometimes I found that on one of my computers. It does that. And as I said, I can't do that on the little computer that I've got here, because it's got to do some work a bit later on in the season. But just do that if you have any troubles at all. But thank you very much, mate.
Good on you, mate. Appreciate your time.
See ya. Mark Barton there as well. Tommy Patterson, hello to you, Tommy. Hopefully I'll get to see you on the 18th. Won't be staying with you. I'll be staying with the NZB crew, but hopefully we get to catch up then if I don't see you beforehand, actually. So, of course, very passionate horse owner, Duchess Megxit, and a few of the others. So he's been having a terrific time. Darren McCall, I really appreciate, Darren, you liking and getting behind everything you do, especially through the summer break. It means a lot to me. Tony Chibnall, as always, a galloping man who chimes in. Geordie I think she had a double. Let's see how we go. I'm going to get in trouble here because I'll have so much stuff going on, but I reckon she had a double at Hobart yesterday. We're going to do Tassie racing shortly, so if I hit that and then hit this, and we'll go through very quickly. She won that one there, Cheetah Lodge for Connor, and then she won that Out of Eden. I'm pretty sure that was her double she'd had, but of course she may have had more because I might not have done them all. But the Yoles forwards, Steve Luckett had a winner there as well. But don't forget also we are going to Tasmania. I need that one off. That's a problem with some of those videos. Going through there as well. Now, I was going to show, I haven't seen it, because standing at Woodland Stud this year is Bettor's Delight down by the seaside. Lather Up, Speeding Spur, What the Hell, and the Frozen Seaman from American Ideal is finished. All still available. Season is still going. The question was asked to me a bit earlier on. Tony Jackson, hello to you, Tone. Definitely all still going. And of course, Sweet Lou, whose book is full, is just still doing an outstanding job. Now, I haven't seen this race. I saw the results pop up just there before, but we will try and get the last couple of 100 metres of this race. Looks like Abby's driving the horse too. I can't show you, I've got to wait till I get past the 400 metre mark, so just give me one little second before they get past that, so I don't get myself into trouble. But that's him outside the leader, I believe, there. Dave Moran in front. He's just a little bit green. He wears a little bit of gear, but yeah, Abby's on him here. Rebecca Bartley out wide. I haven't got any of the horses' names in front of me, so you won't get a call. But yeah, he's raw, this horse. It's only his 4th race start, and he's won a Cobram Cup. I know it's not quite the same as what it used to be, if you like. It used to be a little bit more open, but he's a serious horse by the looks of that horse. He sat in the def there and done an amazing job for Craig. Well done to Abby as well for the drive. And he's a very nice horse. He paced some immaculate time around Wagga. He's got a couple of best mile rates to his name. He's already got 52.2 to his name. He's only had his 4th start. He's had a Courage Under Fire mare. Anyone wondering? Some of the crosses that actually might work. Jaden Fenwick. Hello to you, Jaden. So yeah, plenty of people watching. Don't be scared to get involved and bring something to the show. Of course, new sponsors at Campbell's Comments, Brecon Farms. They're selling their yearlings at this year's NZB sale, but of course they're 3 Group 1 winners last year. 66% made the races. 16 of those won. 2 New Zealand records. That was for the 2-year-olds. And then 83 winners last year, individual winners for 2024 wrap-up. 7 Group 1 races. 7 group races, sorry. Major Hot, Meant to Be, All-American Lover, Rapiro, Bet and Win, Higher Power, and OK Boomer. All of those winners there. So they are presenting 36 yearlings at this year's NZB sale, so make sure you get involved with that and be aware of the horses that they've got in the sale. Contact the team at breckenfarms.co.nz, Brecon Farms with an S, .co.nz at the end of it. But of course, all of those go under the hammer at Kaikoura. They're all in the NZB Standardbred catalogue, so to view that catalogue, go to nzbstandardbred.co.nz. But tomorrow night we'll be doing a full preview. Not a full preview, that's a lie. But we'll be doing a preview. Cambrai will be on live. Won't be this setup. It'll be a little bit different, where we're going to be highlighting, I suppose, as many of the lots as we can along the way, and a bit different. Timmy White, I think, will be one of those people coming on, and go from there. Now, the other one I did want to notice too was Kingsguard for Stephen Boynton and Colleen Boynton. It was a bit of an emotional win, I believe, when they won the Elmore Cup the other day. Well, they've come out and won the Cobram Trotters Cup today as well. Beat Brownlow Prince. I did notice that. I'm just trying to... Oh, went too far. Sorry. Just give me a sec. Right, here's the last 300-400 of the race, and that's him going to the front. Of course, this horse is bred by Harasta Trotters. But yeah, he's been a bit of a problem child. Boyo's had him, but he's done a great job with him, Boyo, and yeah, he's a great horseman, so I shouldn't say it, but not noted as a trotting man, but the guy's just a terrific horseman, full stop. And well done to he and Colleen. Brownlow Prince into second. Poor old sissy, Donna Castles. I think she's had 2/3 today in both the cups, I reckon. Just got to go back one more page. Berries and Cherries and Lil's Nightmare. Yeah, 2/3 in the 2 cups today, which is a good day. Could be worse days, could be better days as well. So yep, the Credit Union Trotters Cup, so well done there. It's funny, the day got moved because it was 41 degrees. It looks quite wet there for all the participants, but I don't think anyone would begrudge it. It was a terrific day. Brittany Graham, hello to you, Brits. Gave you a bit of love there before, training T-Trick to get up the chockies there as well. So nice to have you tuned in as well. Of course, we had the Aldebaran Park Murray Mile yesterday, run and won by RC Phoenix, and some great scenes. And then of course, his name did just leave me there, seeing Scotty Ewan's horse. He won the Bendigo Payson Cup. Seriously, can't remember his name. Absolute little jet. Just got too much in here at the minute, and it's doing my head in. Stevie Mulcahy McCulley. Not sure who Stevie is. Comes up with different things, this phone. I'll tell you, they do some random things from time to time. It tells you your names. I can actually show you what it says. We'll go to that, and then we'll go to this, and you can see there it says Brittany Graham is watching, but then David Wiley is watching. I don't know why it does the different ones. Don't know. Bring them into video. That won't be happening, so no one needs to stress over that. But yeah, it does some random ones. But I get to see a lot of the people that are watching, if you like. Not all. Going from there. Greg Norman. Now, Greg's having a few issues at the minute, but he's had a pretty good week. He had a winner at Cobram, and he had a winner at Cheers to Lou, Sweet Lou, at Bendigo the other night. So he's had a nice couple of days. So well done to you, Greg. And hopefully cheers you up a little bit. You've got a bit going on, that's for sure, but it's not for me to say, but hopefully I can get to touch base with Greg in the near future. Don't have much else. Tommy Nisbet from the Wedderburn Cup. Nutrient News, we got a little bit of that out. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for the NZB Standardbred Live Show. Cambrai will be on. He'll be on camera with me, so he'll be able to cover a lot of my ums and ahs, and we don't have to worry about those then. But yeah, we'll be highlighting some of those. So that go to nzbstandardbred.co.nz for that website. And then don't forget also my great sponsors and supporters with Barrostock. And if you want feed advice, you can just go to the site. Sorry, we have a unaffectionate cat that has been affectionate, which always makes me a bit nervous. So yeah, bring her onto the show for 5 minutes, but she can make you very nervous, this cat. She's a unique little thing, to say the least. But yeah, standing there in bare feet makes me very nervous, that's for sure. Brad Steele is on. Oh, Brad, while you're on, Brittany's on there as well. I'll get into the good books with him. Don't forget the Next Gen, and we'll be talking about this tomorrow night with Cam as well. But the Next Gen opportunity to purchase horses at the NZB sale, aimed around younger people, younger stay-ins, and younger trainers, younger owners, younger horses or stay-ins, I suppose, being represented as well. So the Next Gen, if you want to know more information about that, go to Harness Racing HRNZ, hrnz.co.nz, and you'll be able to find more information about that going on. I just got myself in a wee bit of trouble there for a second. I almost lost the name. There's a way of finding this quickly, and I don't know how to do it. It's I did find it. It took me a way to find it going the conventional way. It's about 3 or 4 pages back, the full blurb on it. But if I can find it for you, you'll be able to see it there. There's been some great stories. Of course, Sam Otley, I will be catching up with Sam next week. It's been too busy for the guys over there, so we'll get Sam on live, or at least we'll get Sam on as a recorded interview, and get her on. Hopefully someone could tell me if it was before or after Christmas. There it is. Right, so we'll go to that one. We're on that one, I reckon. We'll go to here, and you can see there. So this is actually on page 6 at the minute on the HRNZ website, but be able to follow it. But if you want to know more of the information and more of the stuff around it, just click onto that banner and it will bring up the whole page. A lot of blurb there. I'm not going to read it out word for word, but yeah, so the sires that it will be represented are only side for 3 seasons. So Bettor's Wish, King of Swing, Bird Parker, On a Streak, list goes on. You can read it all the way through there to a next generation trainer. So as long as you haven't trained a Group 1 winner as of the 1st of January, you are eligible for that. Found a little fly in the ointment for that one, but that's okay. I'm sure he doesn't mind. And then the next generation ownership, and you can see through there, $50,000 in bonuses are up for grabs, plus $5,000, a $5,000 2-year-old second start bonus. So if the horse has 2 starts, you get a $5,000 bonus, and I think that one is they will be capped at 90 horses. So once they've gone past the 90 horses, so they know how much money they've got, they're encouraging people to get the horses up and going and go from there. Frequently asked questions are there, and they are all answered. So make sure you go to that. That's on the HRNZ website. Emily Morgan hasn't watched this show for ever and a day. Thought she'd forgotten who I am, but she's back and she's actually watching right now. So hello, Emps. Good to see you. And I'm looking after you guys on that page there. So yep, plenty to happen there. But as I said, page 6. So interesting opportunity. Not sure. Oh, I don't know if one of the guys are watching whether it applies to an Australian, whether they can get involved as far as an owner and that goes. But anyway, huge opportunity, and we'll be doing a little bit with that tomorrow. I think that's about all. I think I've got most of my tickers Done. The guys at NZB, they'll get theirs tomorrow night, so there's no problems there. Aldebaran Park, Duncan McPherson. Oh yeah, that one there, Nutrien, with the nutrientstandard.com.au. Make sure you get in touch with that one to view it, have a play around with it. You'll find a glitch. Everyone finds a glitch or something. Don't bag it. Contact the team. Tell them. Make sure they're aware of it, and go from there. Chrissy Engove, hello to you. Horse went good. Don't forget too though, the Stallions are still going. Harassed Trotters with EL Titan, Classic Connection, always ready. Used to me, all available here. On a Streak, only available as chilled steaming in New Zealand. And then you've got the Frozen Boys with EL Titan and Classic Connection available in New Zealand. And then Back of the Neck, Equerry D and Orlando Vici are available here. Equerry D and Orlando Vici, of course, the sire of Just Believe, available in New Zealand. Back of the Neck, unfortunately for Connections, is not. Trent Mason, hello to you, mate. Going from there. So Brad's just got back to me then, or commented then, that we welcome Aussie participants to it. So I would imagine owners are allowed to get involved in it. Okay. Trent Mason, hello to you, mate. Look forward to catching up with you again soon, and go from there. I've done that. Don't forget Wingate Farm, still going. Father Nuno, the full brother to Captain Treacherous, Fast as the Wind, the Trotter by Cantab Hall, Tintin in America, and Be Happy Mac. He's got a great representation in the Nutrien sales this year. Be Happy Mac, so there's plenty going on there. And one more, should have done this one a little bit earlier, but the Lang Lang Standardbred Show have reached out to me just to give them a little bit of a plug on the 18th and 19th. They'll be having their show. Went past Lang Lang the other day, went down past Dumbulk, beautiful part of the world. And going through there, but for the Standardbred section, so get in touch with the guys. Now, I didn't do this, eventsecretary.com.au. So if you're a showy, you know what to do. Anton, hello to you, my friend. Anton Galino is on there as well. If you're a showy, you'll understand how Event Secretary works. If you're not a showy, you're not going to have any clue, but that's okay. Don't stress over that at all. You'll be able to go for it. And don't forget, if you're in the area, so down near Cranbourne and the likes, you can go along to that either on the Saturday the 18th or Sunday the 19th and watch all the Standardbreds going around. And they've got a full ring there, so they've got hacks, hunters, off the track, turnout and rider, newcomer, novice, owner, rider, local classes, pony and fun rings. That's all on the Sunday. Breeds, open, coloured rings, and Alaba. I'm presuming that's Alaba Hero class. Of course it is. I think there's an R missing. I'm sure there's an R missing, but that's okay. We won't worry too much. My spelling's definitely not the best. Who knows how many spelling mistakes I've done, plus everything else that's happened here tonight. Rightio, that's a wrap for the show. The show about nothing, just having fun. Please get involved and have fun. This game's too serious. Everyone wants to be serious. It's a great game full of great people where we can enjoy it. Make sure you're aware of the Wedderburn Harness Racing Club and their big meeting coming up. That is on Australia Day, January 26. What a great place it'll be to be there. The unveiling of the new pavilion and the likes, so make sure you get in touch there with those guys, and be in touch there as well. They're the sale dates for the NZB sales, and of course I've already had this one going on. Kershaw Goering is on there as well, so we've got plenty of people watching. You can see there the sales dates for the Nutrien sales. I made this one. I made it just a touch slow at the start, then it gets too busy in the middle. I'll get better. I just don't have enough time sometimes to play, but get in touch with the team at nutrientstandardbred.co.com.nz. Must change the bottom of that, that's for sure. Right, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back next Monday night. We should be back next Monday night, hopefully. The shows will struggle through January and February. We'll definitely get them back on track through March. But yeah, depending on where I am, either doing videos, things like that, could be anywhere. So hopefully when we can, we'll bring these shows to you live, and keep regular updates. There will be Nutrien news coming out weekly. There'll be Brecken Farms updates. The Hot to Trot will be continuing. The Harassed Trotters team will be getting more and more updates with their pet breeds going through, as well. As I said, Ironclad today winning the cup there. Woodlands winners will be continuing as of next week as well. So make sure you tune in to Campbell's Comments for plenty of that stuff, plus a bit of fun along the way. We'll try and do some other stuff as well. So thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in. Apologies for starting late and everything else that did go wrong initially, but yep, had a bit of fun. See you all next week.